Welcome back to the Pioneer Arena in Belgrade. Half-time here in this Group A match between Poland and Denmark, and it's the Scandinavians who are leading 14-10. A few Norwegian supporters there giving their backing to their Scandinavian neighbours. But a 10-minute dead spell during the first half for Poland cost them dearly, and they are playing catch-up now, and they're not showing, unfortunately, a great deal of initiative or enterprise at the back, and hopefully Bogdan Venter's managed to fire them up for the second half. Got to see lots of news and hear what's going on behind the scenes, even follow some of the blow-by-blow accounts of the games. You can get all of that on the European Handball Federation official website for the competition, www.EHF Certainly urge you to go there. There's so much information. It'll make you feel you're there. So Poland about to throw off this second half. Let's hope that they are energized. There's nothing worse than watching a team with heads down, and they did almost look as if it was the last few minutes of a game. They were losing by 10 goals at one point. And Tkaczyk has to lead by example. He started strongly enough. Here we go. And they've got a huge band of supporters who surely deserve a good go at this. And they've started off with Michal Jurecki, who is also one of the more enterprising players in the first half, number 15 at the bottom of the picture. So a little handoff, out comes the line player, Bartosz Jurecki into the wing. There's no angle there for the shot. Free throw, and Kuczynski pushing his luck against Lars Christiansen, the Danish captain, who starts the second half. Very closed angle for the shot, landing just stood his ground, and he had no chance of getting around him. So Tkaczyk. Oh, superb pass, and a nice simple goal. That's more like it. Bartosz Jurecki gets his third. This is a critical game, and they all know it, because with both teams losing to Serbia in their earlier matches, at the moment they have no points to take into the main round. They may already be qualified, but there's no point going through if you've got 0 points. And they've lost the ball, and a good spell here by Poland. What a start. Tkaczyk checks to see if he needs any support. He doesn't. Straight in the goal. Well, whatever Venta said at half-time, it's working. They're within 2. Very quick shot taken before they even had a chance to get their bearings. It just goes to show sometimes you score quickly and you think, oh, we've done well here, and then the Danes go straight down the other end and hit you. Tkaczyk. Oh, not a bad, he was going for the top corner, but landing covered it well, and back come the Danes. Hansen, he's had a fairly quiet half by his standards, just 1 goal. Mats Christiansen in the frame now, playing in the central role into the wing. Superb! Lars Christiansen, real legend. 326 caps for Denmark, 1,475 goals. He's 39 years of age. He's been in the Danish team nearly 20 years, and he's lost absolutely none of his hunger. Played in 4 World Championships, Olympic Games, and 3 European Championships. Don't come more experienced than that. So a change of wingers completely for Denmark in the second half. Lindberg is on as well. That goes wide, but we've got a 2-minute suspension. Some holding going on by René Toft Hansen. He's not happy. There's the incident again. And the referee set play on. And now that there's been a break in play, they can give the suspension. So off he goes for an enforced break, and a chance now for the Poles to try and get themselves back in. They made such a great start, 2 quick goals, and then been hit twice now. Back in comes Mortensen at right back, Lauger in the centre, and Hansen at left back. So no line play at the moment, and either Lindberg or Lars Christiansen will go in. As Christiansen comes in, looks for the shot. Oh, superb! Well, it's Beautifully played. In fact, it was Toft Hansen who'd gone in. And there's the quick reaction. Bartosz Jurecki. Fourth goal for him. And Toft, that was his second goal coming in from the far side. Confusing him briefly, I apologise for Christiansen, but that was beautifully taken and a lovely pass into him. Two defenders are now sitting on Toft. All the way through, that will be a free throw. Lauga is fouled as he tries to get the shot in, and they're running the clock down nicely here. Bartosz Jurecki seems fired up enough in the second half. Well, no prizes for guessing who she supports. Well, a bit of space, went for the low shot, it's come back off the post. A lucky break for the Polish side, and back they come. Tkachik. Got a few more seconds with the extra player. Oh, dummied the pass to the wing and then went through. Jurkiewicz with his second. A change in defence now as the Polish team go to a 5-1 defence. Adam Wiśniewski is coming out. And individually marking Mikkel Hansen on the far side, and Mikkel Hansen seems to be calling to the bench saying, what do you want me to do? And well, I assume he's not asking Wilbeck, because Wilbeck's walking away unless he's just been told. But they must have rehearsed this thousands of times. They know that Hansen's is a target for individual marking in these games. And despite Denmark being back at full strength, Poland are going to stick with this 5-0-1 defence. Lindberg, it goes wide, but he's fouled in the act of shooting. And Tkachik gets a 2-minute suspension. He just caught Hans Lindberg as he took off. Let's have a see if we can just run into him and knocks him off balance. He's also standing inside the area at that point. So he'll take the penalty. Eggert missed in the first half, and Lars Christiansen will. Oh, and it's saved. And two penalty misses now by Denmark. And Wisomirski saves that one. Vihere saved off Eggert in the first half. They've lost possession now. Back come Denmark. So Mats Christiansen staying in at right back. Is he's more of a defence specialist? No, he goes off. They're just taking turns to manage it without too many changes. Lauga in the centre, and Sonogor is at right back. And Mikkel Hansen, that's more like it. They just need a few more of them, that's all. Well, the early promise by Poland, I'm afraid, has fizzled out already as Denmark get into gear. One of the pre-tournament favourites, taking full advantage of the extra player and the thinned-out defence. Wiśniewski goes back in on the line. The winger playing there at the moment as a makeshift back player as Olszewski comes into the play for Poland. Releasing the ball, beautifully played. Well, despite being short-handed, they moved the ball backwards and forwards, and in the end, Jurkiewicz, as they switched the play back, came through, and where's the defence? Goal number 3 for him. And Poland are back to full strength again. But they trail by 4. Individually marking Hansen now. Quick release. Interesting that at the moment Poland Saved, just touched out by the goalkeeper to make sure it's a goalkeeper throw. Marcin Wihere is come in now for Wiszomirski. But I wonder why the Poles haven't put in Krzysztof Lijewski at right back yet. I'd be tempted to give him a bit of a run out and get some long-range shooting going. Goalkeeper efficiency looking particularly good for Landin with 40%. And back in for Poland comes Jurkiewicz at right back. Oh, beautiful dummy. Too many steps, it won't count, and back come Denmark. Lauge. Mads Christiansen still in the frame. Well, we'll try to put a shot in. I think a defender just took the sting out of that shot as it came through. Hansen's trying to cover. Wisniewski in the end brings the ball back and settles things down. It is interesting that Poland are persisting with Jurkiewicz at the right back position, the Atletico Madrid-based back player, but a right-hander playing at right back when they've got Krzysztof Lijewski or even Zaremba, who's only had a brief run out at right back, and it makes you wonder why they're not putting them there. We don't know of any injuries as far as we know. Meanwhile, Bielecki's come into the frame, number 8. Here he is, and he pays dividends straight away. Bielecki, who scored 683 goals in his 165 appearances, plays for Rhein-Neckar Löwen in Germany. They're back to within 3. Changed the tactics, have they? No. Wisniewski does go off to Hansen, and Hansen retires out of the way to not interfere with the build-up. And Mogensen has gone in at left back now. Sonogor tries to shoot. Oh, through the legs of the keeper. Wihere will be annoyed. Brings up the 20 for Denmark. Third goal for Sonogor. Here it comes. Quick low shot. It's difficult for the goalkeeper. The shots come in so quickly, in some cases over 100 kilometers an hour, that they're watching the hand, they're watching the wrist and the arm to try and get that nanosecond of extra guess as to where the shot's going. And when it's shot like that with all in the wrist work around a defender, they got no bearings to try and work out where the shot's going to come from. Kaczyk goes, oh! Well, it looked opportunist when he took it, but it's gone in. Kaczyk makes it 5 in the game. Under a lot of pressure, Mogensen launching him off to one side and managed to keep his balance long enough to put the shot in. So it's just 3 goals there, and Bogdan Venta, his team doing all the chasing. That 10-minute spell in the first half could prove absolutely critical in the end, because now they've settled in. They're matching the Danes goal for goal. That's just outscoring them here in the second half, but the damage was done already in the first half. Looking for a pass into the wing. Thought he came off a foot, but play on, say the referees. He still had possession. Mogensen. Sonogor again, and it's blocked. Oh, and a lucky break for the Danes, but the ball bounces straight into the hands of Toft, who was only too glad to help himself. Third goal for him, unlucky for the Poles. 21-17, 11 minutes and 20 seconds played in the second half, and the Danes also switched to a 5-0-1 defence, it seems. No, it's a 5-1 only. Hans Lindberg is floating at the front of the defence, trying to disrupt the build-up by the Poles. Bielecki, yes! Well, they had to work it on one side or the other with a central defender, and in the end Bartosz Jurecki links up beautifully. Gets 3 from 3. The Danish fans, there are less of them, but at the moment being heard above the Polish fans, who finally react and realise they've got to support their team. Mogensen just goes wide. Not sure if Wihere helped it on its way. Well, I am beginning to wonder if Krzysztof Liewski has picked up an injury. For him not to be playing in the game at all at right back, and using a right-hander there does seem a strange tactical call. He is a proven goal scorer. Well, Hans Lindberg looks back a little surprised, but he's been given a 2-minute suspension. He's going, why? Let's have a look again. He's at the front there. Well, it's clumsy. There's absolutely no doubt about it, but he didn't catch him high. And I have to say that's a hard decision against the Dane, but now the Poles have to make sure that they capitalise on it. The defence has gone flat. Second line player's gone in. And the fans, I think, getting a little disgruntled. There's a huge space now for the wing shot, and landing came out very quickly, but it's a penalty. And Kaczyk is saying that's a 2-minute suspension. Let's look at this again. Lars Christiansen pushes him there. And then, lands on his hand as well, Landon. So it's Kaczyk. Waits to step up and take a penalty that could get them back to within 2. There it is again. He's also standing inside the area as you look again here. Poor old Krasinski trodden on as well. Oh, and saved! And the ball goes straight out to Lars Christiansen, who committed the foul. And the captain happy to go off now. And they just want to swap the ball, at least clean it. It's obviously picked up a bit of dirt with all the resin that the players use. I tell you, it is like a pot of glue. It's not unusual. Here's the penalty save, incidentally. He rushed it. Decided where he was going to put it and blasted it, and Landin reacted and just got the right side, basically. If he just waited, he could have bounced the ball in underneath, and I'm afraid penalties not going in on either side. So Lauger in the centre. Toft runs into the line now, as Hansen is still being individually marked by Wisniewski. Moensen gets help. Sonogor loitering on the other side. Great save, and picked up by the Polish team. Vihere with his foot. And they've scored. And that's pulled one back. Kaczyk makes up for the penalty miss. And they've got to watch themselves, the Danes. Against Serbia, they looked like they were just edging in front. It was a bit like this, where you thought they're there or thereabouts. They're controlling the game, or they're not breaking away. And then right at the end, the Serbs stole it. Hansen, Moensen, Sonogor. That's gone straight over the top. It's free throw though. Lauger's arm caught as he went to shoot. Exciting young player, Lauger. Just 17 caps so far compared to that man there with 326. He got two ends of the spectrum. Just a couple of seconds before the Danes are back to full strength. And there's the foul on Lauger. His arm caught as he went to shoot. So Denmark are back to full strength, and Lars Christiansen comes out, stays out a little bit as Hansen's being marked, and for the moment is staying at the left back position, just in retreat a little. Lauger, superb, he's put it wide though. Did all the hard work, but couldn't quite control himself at the end. Vihere looking for someone to pass out to, but meanwhile Jurkovic is still nursing an injury, I think, from it was a tweak of a muscle as he tried to turn quickly to block that dummy by Lauger. And Wielbeck still finding enough to smile about on the bench, despite only leading by 2 goals midway through the second half. The arena not full here, it's an 8,000-seater, but still a fair contingent of supporters from both sides. But I can assure you in about an hour's time, this place will be heaving to the rafters as Serbia prepare to take on Slovakia. Penalty's been given. He says you landed inside, so I can't give you the goal, but you were fouled in the act of shooting. See this one again. Jumps to shoot. And I'd say they're probably right. He did look like his foot had landed back down again before the ball left in hand. It's such a tight call in the match. So penalty to be taken by Plushinsky. No mistake, and they're closing the gap. It's been 3 goals without reply now. Plushinsky's second, and they're within 1. Well, the Polish fans are suddenly in good voice. They sense, as we tend to call it in this situation, a hold-up. Oh, attacker's foul, surely. Hans Lindberg running straight in, head down, but, well, Mikhail Jurecki's trying to calm things down. He goes, fair dues, I'll take the foul. Obviously knows what happened there. Zaremba goes out, grabs him. And then Mikhail Jurecki gets caught and sent flying, but in fact the mitigated the attacking foul by the fact that he was fouled as he was driving in. Oh, Vieira, he certainly pumped up the 31-year-old Wisła Płock's keeper. Penalty to be taken by Christiansen. And he saves again! And 3 penalty misses by Denmark now. And it's a goalkeeper's day from the 7-meter line. 2 saved by the Danish keepers, and now 2 by the Polish keepers. In fact, I'll make it 3. Little handoff. Mogensen into the line. There's absolutely nowhere to go on the line. And suddenly the Poles are defending with a passion again. Heads are lifted. Mogensen picked up. That wasn't a particularly great shot. There's a chance now. And it's in, and they're level. Mikhail Jurecki. He was closely marked all the way by Toft, but not close enough. And that's 4 goals without reply now. And Poland are right back in the frame. Sonogor, Mogensen, are they going to panic? They've lost the ball again! Oh, great save by Landin. Attempt to dive on the ball, and that means they've got an extra player if they're quick now. Denmark moving up. Lauger, he's got a bit of pace. Runs into the defensive wall, it's a free throw. Well, that was a chance for Poland to put even more pressure on, but Jurkiewicz couldn't score, but Landin reacting beautifully. Danish fans on their feet, celebrating the 23-year-old keeper. Thanks for Bjerringbro. Mikhail Jurecki, he's doing all he can out there. He stole the ball to set it up, and Bogdan Venta pacing anxiously on the bench. He's never one to sit down. He lives the game. He's a former international himself, played 198 times for Poland. Was then naturalised German after playing in the German league for many years. Played 40 times for Germany before finally retiring. Coached in Germany for a while, but now he's back in his homeland trying to build a Polish club fit to win the Champions League. He coaches Vive Kielce. Persuaded a lot of his national team players to come back from various overseas contracts in Spain and Germany. Not quite there yet, but building up to it. Beautifully done. Lars Christiansen taking off from the far side, and the veteran winger, nearly 40 years of age, breaks a run then of 4 goals. Danes having just gone through their own spell of 8 minutes without scoring. The edge in front, and the Danish team now defending 3-3. Bielecki, no way through, he'll come back. Into the line, oh, superb! Smuggled over the line, there's no other way to call it. It wasn't a shot, but Landing just had no bearings on that. 22-all. if we can watch that one again. Just turned and flung at Klusinski. Shot efficiency. The Poles are getting better now as the Danes go downhill. Change from the first half. Long range shot, bundled over. 10 minutes to go in the game. Frankly, a draw wouldn't suit either team here. They need both points. Hansen is drifted over to the right-hand side, and I think emotion getting the better of everybody here. And, rather winded Sunagor. Well, I think a little bit of rugby play going on there as he tried to take his ear off. They hit back, Mikkel Hansen. He's got such a strong shot. Third goal for him, but still it's right there. The fans try to lift the team. Kacik. Inside the area, was it? No, carried the ball, say the referees. Hansen, oh, off the post, and it goes out to the side. It'll be a throw-in to Poland. And Hansen saying, no, it was our ball, I just took the throw. And they'll have to come back again. As far as I can see, no one touched it, and it should be a throw-in to Poland from the side. Discussion going on between the Icelandic referees there and Lars Christiansen. Hansen not looking too happy with the call that's been made. Given as a throw-in, in fact, to the Danes. It must have clipped the defender on the way. It certainly didn't touch the goalkeeper, I didn't think, but maybe it did. So, still Hansen being individually marked on the left-hand side of the picture. He's staying in the centre, moving back to stay out of the way. Superb! Markusson finally gets himself on the scorecard. And it's going to be a 2-minute suspension as well. There's the shot. But I suspect that Michal Jurecki could be in trouble. It is. He's got a 2-minute suspension. 2 goals down, and now a chance for the Danes to try and push home the advantage. Bielecki's gone into the centre for the moment. Kacik shifts off to the left. Free throw. Very focused looking Mogensen. They are very mindful, the Danes, of what happened to them against Serbia when they appeared to just be edging it and got held up right at the end. So still Poland short-handed. How long will the referees give them before passive play kicks in? Bielecki, they're being pushed back defensively. They need the line player there to try and help. And a 2-minute suspension for Mogensen, and Bartosz Jurecki playing with him, teasing the foul out of him in the end. Got tempted to give him the shove. Is it? No, it's Toft Hansen, and that's his second 2-minute suspension. And I went for Mogensen, he was closest. Let's have a look then at the back. Wrestled to the ground clumsily, and it's exactly the same thing that got him sent off earlier. And so that levels things out a little bit here. And so both teams short-handed, but in 1 minute and 24 seconds at least the Poles will have hopefully one attack in a power play situation. Kacik saying to the wings, go deep, stretch yourselves out as much as possible, we need the space. Kacik! Oh, it's gone in, landing. Seemed to lose his bearings briefly. The ball held up on the line, but then somehow dribbles over Have a look here, came off the post, hit the right leg, and then just went in before he could react. So the Danes, no line play at the moment. They've got to bring someone in to try and flatten things. Markussen looks to pass down, and the ball is picked up again by Denmark as Lindberg reacts fastest to the loose ball. Hansen, Søndergaard right back. Passive play's got to come soon, otherwise. Oh, beautifully played, Søndergaard. Oh, saved brilliantly by Viheri. And back come Poland. I'm still mystified by they're playing a left back over the right back for the entire game. Zaremba clearly is fit. He's been used in defence, and he's a right back. Admittedly, a relatively new one in the team, but still proven goal scorer. But I can only assume that Krzysztof Lijewski is injured, and they've levelled it again, Poland. And they've got a power play as well. Odrzejowski. And just when it looked like Denmark had edged in front again to retake the initiative, the Poles dig deep and level it. Power play situation, but it probably isn't long enough for the Poles. The Danes should be able to see this one out before the Poles get on the attack. Markussen, Lars Christiansen, he's got a free throw, that's fine, takes his time. And now the clock has run down and Denmark are at full strength. Toft goes back in on the line, still Hansen out of the picture, being marked individually. Long range shot by Markussen, comfortably saved by Viheri. Back come the Poles. 6 minutes to go in the game. And wholesale changes at the back then. In on the line goes Bartosz Jurecki. Zaremba, we just saw there, sitting down on the bench. The left-handed right back, but not being used in attack. Bielecki, immediately Nielsen pushes out to try and disrupt the crossover. That's surely too close. What was he thinking, shooting from zero angle? Ball given away cheaply. Wisniewski should know better. Hansen into the wing. Lindberg, and again, and saved and well recovered as well by Jurecki. 5 minutes to go, and what a game this is turning into. Look at this, he took his time, he had a huge angle to shoot, but Viheri stood his ground, waited, reacted as late as he could. Oh, the Polish fans are on their feet again, I love the headgear. And Wielbeck pacing up and down, scratching his head. Where did we go wrong? We seem to take the initiative and we give it away again. And in attack, it's where they're struggling. And they're allowing the Poles to get back into it by not finishing off their attacks, unfortunately for them. And long-range shooting efficiency is below 50%. Kacik. Oh, ball stolen. Pass to Mogensen. No mistake. And the edge in front again in this seesaw game. Well, it could go either way, but we knew it would be a close game. They played just 10 days ago. Denmark just edging it 31-30 in Denmark in that friendly tournament. Kacik, Bielecki coming around. Dummies the pass into the line. They don't have to push up so much on the far side because Jurkovic, being right-handed, will struggle to shoot from there, and they know it. Bielecki again to the line. Little push in the back by Toft Hansen, who's living dangerously. He's on 2-minute suspensions already. And Lars Christiansen comes straight over to have a word with him, the captain, and I wonder if he's telling him, do be careful with those because that's a penalty if you catch him too late. Look at 19 there. Well, despite bringing Boris Spellebert back into the squad, Wielbeck not deciding to use him here today. He will, of course, be out of match practice. I've only just recovered from a groin strain, but into the line, and that's a foul on the line player. Jurecki unhappy with Nielsen. And Jurecki complains to the referee, said, you know, you're not getting any protection there, and I'm getting frustrated. Reality is, though, that they have done their best to watch what's going on the line, and Denmark have paid the price. So a tense end to the game. They're 3.5 minutes. Denmark lead by 1. Bogdan Benta desperately hoping that his team can come back where they have been from behind most of the game to snatch victory at the last here. The perfect hold up. Oh. Why did he shoot from there, Bielecki? And a couple of poor decisions with their shooting late in the game here. Against Landin, those shots from 11, 12 meters, unless you really launch them like a missile, are going to be absolutely no problem. Slow build up, and they're pushing hard now in defence. The Poles have got to try and steal the ball back, but if they concede a goal now, the pressure will be immense on them. Markussen looking for the line, he's fouled on the way in, and 2-minute suspension. Kwiatkowski says no, I went for the ball, and this could be crucial. They're going to spend most of the rest of the game now short-handed. It's his second 2-minute suspension, Kwiatkowski. There's the foul again coming up. He goes up, slap in the face. I think he was trying to go for the arm. It may have been a tough call against him. They've got to get on with it now. Hansen, Sonnegaard into the wing. There's not enough space for the shot. Passive play's being worn now. They've got to take it. Hansen, dummies the first one. And he's lost possession. Passive play. Quick pass down to the wing. Yes! They are level. Courtesy of Odrzejowski. 2 goals in succession for the Polish winger, and it's 25-all. But still, though, Denmark have the power play situation for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Krzysztof Lijewski, the number 3 for Poland, who hasn't played. He must be injured. There's no other explanation for it, but it has taken away one dimension of the play for them. Nothing, say the referees. I thought his arm was taken in a fast break. Underneath the keeper, they've taken the lead with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. And it's Odrzejowski again. Pressure is on and saved again and taken off the line. And Denmark have lost possession. Wilbek jumping up and down. Oh, saved by Landing. It could be crucial. And Odrzejowski going for 3 on the trot. 1.5 minutes to go, and Poland still short-handed for another 30 seconds. Timeout is requested by Wilbek. And look at that. Is he angry with them or what? You're panic playing, he's got to tell them. Why are you rushing around? There's plenty of time left. It's completely disorganized out there. We have plays that you've got to stick to. You can't just run around like headless chickens. Their passes right under the noses of the Poles eventually had to be snatched, but also their finishing has suddenly deserted them right at the end here when they needed to focus the most. And they're very lucky that Landing saved their blushers with that fast break, but here they are in a situation where they've been 1 man up and they've managed to concede 2 goals at the crucial point of the game, and it could be absolutely costly for them. Kacik, the captain, there in the centre, saying we've got a real chance here, guys, to take both points despite being short-handed. There's a clipboard. Yeah, I don't think he's going to need that really right now. It's a motivational issue right now. They know what they've got to do. Clipboard doesn't have to come into it, does it? Yes, he's going to get it out. That's a replay we're being shown now as Denmark prepare to throw up again. They trail by 1. Time running out here, but they are on a power play at the moment. Here we go again. Sonnegaard, now they've got to calm things down. That's what Wilbek will have said to them. Stop rushing it, you don't need to. Markussen is staying on, all the big guns are there. Hans Lindberg gets the penalty. Is it? Or is it an attacker's foul, I'm wondering. Let's have a look. The ball goes in. Wisniewski runs into him. No, it's an attacker's foul. Well, Wilbeck is livid. He's gone straight over. He's having a word at the table. He's gone over. Viktor Poladenko's getting an earful on the table. It was a very, very close call, but the referee was right there. Let's look again. Jumps across. Well, the referee's in the way for us to see if he's on the line, but if he's not, then Lindberg has run straight into him and also injured himself in the process. And Vihare kisses the ball. 15 seconds to go before Poland are back to full strength, and we're into the last minute. They're leading by 1, and just as happened with Serbia, Denmark edging it all the way through this game, just keeping ahead, and suddenly it started going terribly wrong for them. And right at the end, it's le hold-up, as the French call it. They've stolen the game from under their noses, and a goal here could very well give victory to Poland and 2 points to take into the main round. They're back to full strength now, and a free throw's been given, and Wilbeck, death by 1,000 cuts in his case, really on the bench. He's seen his team really disintegrate in that last attack in a complete rush when they didn't need to be. They gave possession away, and Vihare made some fabulous saves at the end that has kept Poland in it now. They've got to keep focused. Oh, they've scored, and that's it. Surely Poland have stolen it at the end. Michal Jurecki scores. 27-25. There is no way back, surely, for Denmark. Mogensen, it's saved, goes out of play, and Venter heads the ball away to waste time. Wilbeck is angry with him. He's pointing at his counterpart, going, that's nothing to laugh about. You were heading it away to lose time. And Wilbeck has lost his rag here. Vihare is in 7th heaven, though. 11 seconds remaining, but Poland have taken the points here after trailing for pretty much the entire game. There's the header that's so incensed his counterpart Wilbeck. Bit of a character is Bogdan Venter. They pull one back, but there won't be enough time, I'm afraid, to get the other one. Lindberg, 3 or 4 seconds to go. And there it is, and Poland have beaten Denmark, one of the big favourites. Denmark may be going into the main round, but they're going in there with 0 points. And that will almost certainly have cost them a chance of a semi-final place. Poland go through, though, with 2 points. Wilbeck knows that was probably their last chance to stand on the podium. A main group spot means nothing if you haven't got the points to take with you. Serbia then will take 4 points into the next round. Poland 2 points. And Denmark, well, their victory against Slovakia will count for nothing because the Slovakians are going out, and Vihare made some stunning saves right at the end to see Poland snatched it to death. 27-26 with 3 late goals. Denmark unable to reply. The goalkeeper, superb. Well, it really was a hold-up, there's no doubt about it, because you didn't see it coming. Denmark looked as if they were just about controlling the game, and it's ecstasy here for the Polish fans who made the trip down, and there are many of them. The Danish fans must be so dejected. And so Denmark will have to lift themselves in the main round, and I'm afraid it won't be this time to take the title. At least they've made it very difficult for themselves. Of course, mathematically, Denmark can still go through and get on the podium. But I'm afraid it's a long way back here. But for Poland, it looked so unlikely for them midway through the second half. They were 21-17 down. And while they thank their supporters, Niklas Landing, I think, is receiving the Man of the Match award for Denmark. 4 goals up, Denmark, and then they conceded 4 goals, an 8-minute barren spell when the Poles got level. And the Danes, I'm afraid, mismanaged the end of their game. They let emotion get the better of them. So repeat then that Niklas Landing, they couldn't hear it in amongst the tumultuous applause from the crowd. And Torlian on the left there, the president of the European Handball Federation, gives Niklas Landing his Man of the Match award. Well, he doesn't look particularly ecstatic about it, does he, the Danish goalkeeper? And Poland have spoilt their day and probably spoilt their Euro 2012 with this victory. Michal Jurecki, scorer of that last goal that really put the final nail in the coffin for Denmark, deservedly picks up the Man of the Match award. 6 goals for him, a 67% success rate, and a big smile for the Polish back player. Delighted, he plays for Vivek Kielce, one of their most experienced players with 113 caps. Well, let's have a look at the statistics then from the game. 51% success rate for Denmark with their shooting only in the second half, while Poland rose up to 61%. But they managed to keep the Danes down to just 3 fast breaks, while it was the Poles who actually hit Denmark with 5 fast breaks in the game. Shoes on the other foot in this game. Top scorer then is Gregor Tkaczyk with 7. Jurecki got 6 for Poland, with Mogensen, the best of the Danes, with 4 goals. And the progression of the second half will show you an 8-minute gap that probably cost Denmark the game when they couldn't score. There it is at the bottom. And the Poles put away 4 goals without reply and got themselves right back into the game after they'd looked completely out of sorts. So this is where it all came for Poland, straight down the middle, 5 fast breaks, 2 penalties and breakthroughs galore. Not much activity on the wing though, or at right back, because strangely they didn't play Lijewski in the game. While Denmark, well, it's fairly well spread out, but only 3 fast breaks, unusually for them. So Poland have beaten Denmark 27-26, real drama here, and they take 2 points into the next round. Next up, it's the host Serbia against Slovakia. Hope you can join us for that, but for now we'll take a short break as we watch the table. Poland have gone to the top. That could be a very brief spell at the top, while Serbia prepared to take on Slovakia. They could retake that position. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, but for now, until the next game, from me, Paul Bray, goodbye and see you very shortly.